We will begin with the chair of the Chemical Safety Board, Carolyn Merritt, who joined the board in August 2002, became the chair in August 2006. Chair Merritt's work on the Chemical Safety Board is involved investigating, process engineering and operations and management of environment and safety compliance systems in a wide range of manufacturing. Chairwoman Merritt was educated at Radford University with a degree in analytical chemistry.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning, and thank you to the members of the committee. Thank you for calling this important hearing. I'm Carolyn Merritt, Chairman and CEO of the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board, an independent federal agency that investigates major chemical accidents. My statements this morning are being made as an individual board member. On Tuesday, the CSB completed its investigation of the BP Texas City accident and issued a number of significant safety recommendations. On the afternoon of March 23, 2005, during the startup of the refinery's ISON unit, which is used to boost octane in gasoline, a tower was overfilled with flammable liquid, flooding an antiquated blowdown drum and stack that vented directly to the atmosphere. In a space of a few minutes, the equivalent of a nearly full tanker truck of gasoline was erupted and fell to the ground, vaporized, and exploded. 15 workers were killed, including James and Linda Rowe, whose tireless and courageous daughter, Eva, is here today. I know they would be very proud of the work that she is now embarking on. Mr. Chairman, the accident at BP was avoidable. In my view, it was the inevitable result of a series of actions by the company. Among other things, they cut budgets that affected training, staffing, maintenance, equipment modernization, and safety. They ignored the implications of previous incidents that were red warning flags. There was a broken safety culture at BP. Between 2002 and March 2005, an ominous series of internal reports, safety audits, and surveys warned BP managers and executives about the deteriorating safety conditions at Texas City. However, their response was simply too little, too late. Our findings about BP's culture were similar to those of the independent Baker panel, which the CSB recommended and BP created and funded, and I thank Admiral Bowman and all the other panel members for their outstanding efforts. The CSB found that the operators at Texas City were likely fatigued, having worked at least 29 straight days of 12-hour shifts. We recommended that the American Petroleum Institute and the United Steelworkers work together to develop consensus guidelines on preventing operator fatigue. All the deaths and many of the injuries at Texas City occurred in or near trailers that were placed too close to the unsafe blowdown drum. In October of 2005, the CSB issued an urgent safety recommendation to the American Petroleum Institute to develop new trailer safety sighting guidelines. Trailers, which are sited for convenience and can shatter during an explosion, simply have no place in harm's way within refineries and chemical facilities. We also issued recommendations to both API and OSHA aimed at eliminating unsafe blowdown drums from U.S. refineries and chemical plants in favor of safer alternatives such as flare systems. We urge API and OSHA to move quickly and aggressively on these issues and to take concrete steps right away to improve refinery safety. Finally, the CSB found that regulatory oversight of this refinery was ineffective. In recent years, OSHA has focused its inspection on workplaces with high injury rates, but these rates do not predict the likelihood of a catastrophic process accident at a facility. Better measures than injury rates are necessary, and thus we recommended that API collaborate with the steelworkers to develop new safety indicators. Like thousands of other petrochemical plants, this refinery is regulated under OSHA's Process Safety Management Standard issued in 1992. Rigorous implementation and enforcement of this rule, including its preventative maintenance and incident investigation requirements, would almost certainly have prevented this tragedy. However, despite 23 workers being killed at Texas City Refinery over the 30 years prior to this accident, OSHA did not conduct any comprehensive planned process safety inspections at this troubled facility. In fact, between 1985 and March of 2005, OSHA collected only $77,000 in fines from this refinery. Clearly, such penalties have little impact on huge corporations like Amoco and BP. Furthermore, our investigation found that in the 10 years from 1995 to 2005, federal OSHA only conducted 9 comprehensive safety inspections nationwide, and none at all in the refinery sector. OSHA simply lacked enough trained inspectors to conduct these audits. The CSB report called on OSHA to identify those facilities and the greatest risk of a catastrophic accident, and then to conduct comprehensive inspections of those facilities. We also recommended that OSHA hire, develop, and train specialized inspectors for the oil and chemical sector. Mr. Chairman, our vision is eminently achievable, particularly if OSHA receives appropriate support, resources, and encouragement from Congress. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the opportunity to testify this morning and for your long-standing support of our agency.